Welcome to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I'm Danielle D, or Coach Danny D, and I help women to create luxury brands by creating processes and tightening their branding. This is where we talk about how to build your business in a way that allows you to work with ease and enjoy your life. My happy space is spending as much time as humanly possible in my pajamas. And I want to help others to find their happy space while still running profitable businesses. So get comfortable and let's dig in. Hello and welcome to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I am your host, Coach Danny D, always here helping you to find that elusive work life balance, something I greatly believe in, and I want for each of you listeners to start working towards so that you could reach your own personal success story and start seeing that success in your life. So, today, one of the things I want to talk about is directly related to that, which is alignment. So, alignment is something I talk about a lot for a very important reason. A lot of times we are going through life, going through the motions, doing all of these things, and we have convinced ourselves one way or the other that these things are really important to our success, or that these things are necessary, or these things are obligations. However we've come to believe that these things are a part of our life, we have come to solidify these things as part of our life. The problem is, 9 times out of 10, we have not actually sat down and figured out what it is that we want out of life, what our success story looks like, what are the things that are most important to us, what do we want to see grow and continue, what do we want to see fall off. We don't take the time to do that. And so as a result of that, we end up having all of these things that are not aligned with our success story getting piled on to our day to day, getting piled onto our life. And then that's where we end up feeling overwhelmed and feeling like, we don't have time, tired, exhausted, all of those things. And so, one, I want to challenge you to actually sit down and figure out what it is that you want. And then two, before you add anything to your plate, before you agree to something, before you start pursuing something, sit down and really do a serious assessment of whether or not that thing fits into your success story. Most times it doesn't, and we have convinced ourselves that it does. Most times it doesn't. And success is not just about having, career success, success in your business. Success is about having overall success. So success is, this is, of course, in my opinion, success looks like all the parts and pieces are coming together. So, yes, you can have the career success, but are you happy? Are you fulfilled? Um are you happy in your relationships, whether it's romantic or friendships or other, familial relationships? Are you happy there? Are you happy with you, with yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you a priority, right? Are you doing the things that matter to you? That's all a part of it. That's all a part of success. So you reach success and you reach balance when you can get all of those pieces moving in the same direction. They may not always, you may be a little off on this one today and a little more on that one, but overall, you should be above average in all of those areas to really have a fulfilling life, right? But it starts with figuring out, what does that look like? What does alignment look like? And then once we know what alignment looks like, how are you making sure that you are maintaining that? How are you making sure that you are being true to that and that you're not just picking up these things that don't matter, or that you're not overwhelming yourself in ways that don't matter, right? Because sometimes we may be in alignment as far as we know what things, matter to us. But then when we look at the smaller details, like, it may matter to you to spend time with family, right? But then you're stressing over, you know, preparing a meal or doing something like that. When if preparing a meal is not something that brings you joy or fulfillment, maybe order takeout, maybe do meal prep, maybe do something different so that you can focus your energy on the things again that align with your success story. So we want to look at getting into alignment, aligning our actions to our desires. So that's your assignment. I'm going to make your assignment easy for you. I have the calendar detox challenge coming up starting October 1st. This is going to be the last one for this calendar year. So we won't be doing it again until next year. So this is your last opportunity this year to jump into the calendar detox. Why should you jump into the calendar detox? So that you can get into alignment, so that we can dig through all of those things, and so that we can figure out where your time is and is your time used effectively to get to where you need to be. Does your calendar include white space? Are you creating space just to be, just that you're not doing anything in particular except for what you feel like doing, that you're not obligated to anyone? That's what the challenge is about. It peels back all of those things. It peels back the why you feel committed to things. It peels back the, badge that we wear of busyness. We walk around all the time saying, I'm so busy, as if that's an honor, when actually it just means that you are not in alignment. So let's get in alignment. Let's get in alignment. Like I said, it starts October 1st. You can register now so you can get in there. Um, Limited seating, because I do make sure that I keep class sizes manageable. It is because I know that we all are busy, and getting from that, current mentality to getting in alignment is a process. It is short modules, very short modules that you can do at your own pace, self-paced modules. We do a weekly coaching call where you can kind of work out some of the things where you may be stuck, or that you may need a little nudge or guidance. So that's the only live part of it, is the coaching calls. But besides that, it is self-paced at your own pace, less than 15-minute modules. You can either, do them each morning, or you can, decide that you want to do them all, you want to do, three today because you had a block of time today, right? I don't advise doing a bunch of them at one time. I am an action-oriented coach, so I want you to, you know, listen to a module and then do an action, right? But check out. I'm going to put the link to it in the show notes. Check it out. See some of the breakthroughs that clients have had from going through this process. It definitely changes how you look at um, your time, your schedule, and what gets to make it onto your calendar. So sign up for that. I would love to see you there so that you can enter this new year less overwhelmed, less burnout, and ready to really take strategic action, because the other side of that is you start to see results faster. The reason why we, struggle with seeing results is because we're doing too many things and we're not giving enough attention to what we want to see grow. And so when you start peeling that back, you start having more and more successes instead of 20 different unfinished projects. So that's what I have for you guys. That's what's going on. I have a couple of other things that are coming out. I'll share that with you on the next episode. But um, yeah, start thinking about, if you do nothing else, start thinking about what does success look like for you. All right, you guys, have a good week. Thank you for listening to the Profits in Pajamas podcast. I hope you got some great tips to start working with ease. Want to stay connected? Follow me at Your Workflow on Instagram. For more information about building your luxury brand, register for my upcoming luxury brand workshop at CoachDanniD.com.